everyone, welcome to Alf's Little Craftery. Today I wanted to show you how to make these cute little folios. They're quick and easy and you just need one A4 piece of paper and a few little embellishments to make them really quick, really easy. I love these one-page wonders. So let's see what they look like. This is an example of one. This one only has a couple of pockets, but I wanted to make it pretty simple, so I used just some paper that I found somewhere. All the paper that I'm using on these folios is 160 GSM paper, so it's not very thick. It's just sort of light card. This one has a pocket here, and it's got a secret pocket just here as well. So I'll show you where the little tab is. You can't really see the pocket unless you know it's there. Oops, my hand is a bit stuck there. Okay, there you go. So that's got a secret pocket there as well, and it's pretty straightforward, nice and cute little folio. And I could have put a few extra pockets here, actually, one there and one in here, but I didn't with this one. So that's the first one, and this is the next one. It has a lot more pockets in it. So I'll show you where they are. We've got a secret pocket here. We've got another pocket here. So that's two pockets. We've got one here. 3 pockets. We've got another one here, that's 4. And on the back we have a tuck spot here, tuck spot there, and I thought there was, yes, here we go. So many little compartments. There's another pocket there and a tuck spot here, so there's quite a few here going on. I don't know if you can, I do apologise, I have a little puppy here with me. You can just see her head. There's her little nose. She's quite excited about what's going on. So there she is there. And if you're wondering why I'm fiddling with things or fumbling a little bit, it's because she's got her head on my arm. And this is the one we're going to make today. So this is from the lovely London collection from Vectoria Designs, and I'll see if I can link the digital file link for you there, because it's really sweet. I really like this one, so I'll just show you through there. And this one has a lot more going on, so I'll count it down for you. So we have I'll show you. We have one tuck spot here, we have a belly band here, but I'm going to vary this one that I make a little bit on, and it'll have an extra pocket, as you'll see. We have a secret pocket here. These 2 pages, if you wanted to add pockets to them, you could. I just really like the way they look, so I didn't want to really put anything on there. And then we've got the pocket here. We've got another pocket here. And we have another secret pocket back here. So there you go. And one in the back. So that's a grand total of, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That doesn't sound right. I think there's more. Let's count them again. Come on, Alf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pockets. There you go. So there's 7 pockets and or tuck spots in this one, and I thought it was really cute. So this is the one I'm going to show you how to make today. So let's get started. The first thing you need is a piece of A4 paper, double-sided. I've printed this double-sided. I really liked this particular print, so I went with this one because I like the fact that there's a bus and a phone box, big bends on there as well, and I thought it was really sweet. So as you see, it came out really nicely on that particular folio. So the first thing we need to do is just figure out where's the halfway point. So I'm just going to mark the ends like that, so that I know where they are. And I'm just going to get my cutter and just cut it exactly where they are. So let's do that first. Okay, so you can see where that line is there. I think it's right on sort of right under the blue line there. It's right on the blue line, so that's perfect. So I'm just going to cut it there. Now I did have to print this page at 110% because they're 8.5 by 11 inches, which is standard, I think, American letter size, and this is A4 size. So I wanted it to fit the whole page, so I did print it at 110%. So if you're wondering what that measurement is for A4, it's 4 1/4 inches is halfway. So there we go. I'll just cut it in half and make sure that it's correct, and it is, so that's perfect. And now for the scoring. Now for this one, I used this part here, as you can see, for the front. And I think I'll just make another one the same because I quite like that. Although I could use the tree for the front instead, just to mix it up a little bit. So the foam box will be on the other end. Let's do it. Let's swap it out. Okay, so the measurements for this are really easy. So we need to start backwards. So because this is the front, this is going to be the end piece. So we need to start backwards from here. And what we're measuring for this one is pretty simple, and I'll put the measurements in the comments for you as well so that you know what they are. But we're doing 3 inches here. So we're scoring at 3 inches. That's the first score, and then what I do is fold it in, so I've got it for the second one, and then the second score, I'll bring it down a bit so you can see it. The second score is 3 inches as well, so that's there, and then I'll fold that one in again, fold that one backwards so that it's out of the way. Now you've got to make sure you do this straight, because if you don't, kind of throws it all out of whack. So I'll just score these down now, nice and flat. There we go. And then the last one is at 3 inches as well, but you do 2 scores here. So we're doing 3, and we're doing 3 1/4, and I'll show you why in just a second. So there we go. So there's the 2 scores. We've got the 3, and then I'll do the 3 1/4. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink these so you can see them a little bit better in just a moment. But this is why we have the 3 and the 3 1/4, because you need some space there so that it folds neatly. Otherwise it won't fold. It won't fold very well. So that's the 3 and the 3 1/4 inches. Now that they're done, I'm going to use the previous envelope just as a bit of a template to mark where I want to cut it. So I'm just going to do that for now and hold that up. So let's cut around there nice and carefully. Ooh, Puppy's chewing on the that's not good. She's chewing on the scoreboard. We do need it for a bit longer, so I won't get rid of it just yet. Okay. Right, so there we go. So now I've got this ready. So this is going to be the front, which is quite sweet. And if we look at this one, it's just all folded out in, and there. So this one's going to be the same. So it's going to look like that when it's folded, which is still very cute. Now the second piece that we're scoring, this is a little bit different. So I'm going to show you where this one gets scored. Move everything back a bit. Okay, so this one's getting scored at 2 7/8. Now it needs to be just slightly smaller, and I'll explain to you why in just a moment. But I've got to make sure I do it the right way, because the last piece, actually it doesn't really matter which is the last piece. So let's do 2 7/8 here. Right, that's the first score line. And now we'll do 2 7/8 again. They need to be slightly less than the other one, otherwise it won't fold inside. So that's why we're doing 2 7/8. And there's going to be a little piece left over as well, as you'll see, and we just cut that off. So that's now 2 7/8. And this is the last little piece you can see here. It's only about, what is it, like 1/4 of an inch. So we're just going to cut that off. So we'll just swap this out again and get rid of that last little piece. Now, if you're ever doing this with a puppy on your lap, it will add to the challenge. I can tell you that from experience right now. She's only been with us a couple of days, so she's still in that very needy stage, and she needs to be constantly monitored. And I thought, I'll never get this video done if I have to put her down, so why not embrace and hold her? It's not as easy as I thought. All right, so this is now the second piece. So now we have our first piece here, and this is our second piece. And it's going to look very sweet once it's inside. So what I did for the first one is I've got 1 panel, 2 panels, 3 panels, and the flap. So on the second panel is where I've stuck this down. And I didn't stick it down all the way. I only stuck the first 3 sides like that so that I could use it as an envelope, as a little pocket, I mean. So before I get started, what I will do is just quickly ink all of this so that it's easier for you to see. And I'm going to use black soot just because I thought it looked a bit nicer than the usual colours. So on this one, I've got Vintage Photo with the browns, but this one has black soot around it. So you can see it's a little bit of a different look. I thought, why not? Let's do it. It looked something different. So I'm just going to ink this down quickly. And I'll be as quick as I can so that I don't have to bore you with the inking process. And this is good to ink both the inch and the 1/4 inch because, or the 1/8 of an inch it is really, isn't it? Because then you can see where the line is there. Okay. Okay, so that's one side, and I'll just do the inside. I like to do the inside as well because it just makes it look a little bit more aged, really. What I'm aiming for with this particular one is maybe 9 pockets. So I want to have like a 9 pocket folio. I know people like to have lots of pockets and tuck spots in their folios. So let's aim for a 9 pocket one with this one and see how it looks. Okay. That's the first one done, so that's good, all done. And let's do the second one quickly so that we can see where all the fold lines are. I like to be a bit heavy-handed with inking. I know some people like to do it a bit less than I tend to use, but I don't know, I just like it. It makes it, to me, it makes it feel more aged. So there we go, we're all done here, almost done here, thank you. Okay. Oh, look, I have to show you this. Look at that. On my, it's just got a little head on my arm. I can't help it. She says she's very tired. She's been running around all day, so it's tough work being a puppy. All right, there we go. So that's pretty much inked. That looks really good, I think. Now, what I've done as well is I've already inked and cut the embellishments that we're going to use. They're here. So they're also from the Vectoria Designs, the same lovely London one, but I've inked them and cut them so that we don't have to, so you don't have to be bored while I'm doing this. Okay, I think we're done with the scoring and we're done with the cutting, so I'm just going to move these out of the way. And now we have to glue. So we're going to have to put it together and decide how we're going to do it. Now I think I'm going to put it like this. And what I did last time was I glued these 2 down in here, the 2 middle ones. I glued them down to make that extra pocket. And I think I'm going to do a similar sort of thing now. So it's going to look like this, come out here, and then that will be the flap there. And then will embellish all of this and this and this. So I think that looks pretty good. I'm just trying to think if there's an alternative, what I could do instead. I wonder if I could just put a flap here, glue that, and then make this a flap here. That could also work, couldn't it? Just to make something different, that's what we'll do. Every time I make these, they come out differently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So the third square is going to stick onto the second square here, like that. And then I'm going to make that a little envelope, a little pocket here on the back. And then I'm going to make this a pocket as well. And this is just going to be a flap that opens. So let's see if that's going to work or not. That's going to look like that. Open up. And that's going to open, and these two are going to be stuck. Yeah, that's going to work nicely. Okay, let's do that. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to just use this glue. Normally I would use the other glue to allow more space for the envelope, but because I want to make this quick and easy for you, I'm going to do this glue. So the first thing we do is we just glue here on 3 sides. There we go. So it's just got the glue on the 3 sides. Make sure it's all the way to the end. Sometimes it doesn't quite pick up the end. And now the only tricky part with this is making sure that you get it straight. So let's put it right here in the middle and make sure it's straight. There we go. All right. So that's the first one. That's good. That's worked. So we should have a little tuck pocket here. Okay, that worked. Now the next thing I'm going to do is stick these two together to make a second pocket here. Now is that going to work, I wonder? Yeah, we can have 2 pockets like that. Why not? Or should I leave it? Decisions. I think we will stick another one there. So let's do that as well. So we're just going to do, 1 and 2. You only need to do 2 here. There's no need to do the bottom because it will automatically stop anything coming through. So there we go. So that's the second one. So now we have one pocket there. Excuse me, puppy. Thank you. She's trying to eat that. And 2 pockets there. So both of these can be secret pockets really, because if you don't know they're there, you're not going to know they're there. So that's great. So that's the first 2. Excellent. And now I'm going to, I can move that. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is put a belly band here. So that's going to be another little tuck spot almost. So just do that. Oops, what's happened here? Is that finished? No. It's just not sticking for some reason. I'll just try it somewhere else. There we go. All right, there we go. Okay, so that's the next one. And that's going to go here. Now on the other one, I put it on this page, but I've got other plans for this page now because I want to create more pockets if I can, really. It's looking good. Okay. So let's see. So I could put that there, and I could put that there. And I could put that there as a bit of a band as well. Or I could put those 2 there again, and that there. I think that feels like it looks a bit more uniform to me. So I'm going to use this as another belly band. So I'm going to put some glue on either side here. There we go. That's going to go there, just in the middle. Excellent. Is that straight? It doesn't look very straight. There we go. That's straight. And we're going to put this one here. I like the look of that there. Just darken it a bit. Right, so that's going to go here, and that's going to be another pocket. Make sure I do it the right way up. Okay, that one's going there. Whoops. There we go. So we've got that's there. And then this last one's going here. No, I think I'm going to put that one somewhere else. Let's have a look. I'm going to put that, maybe that's too big for that. It's too big for that. What's happened here? Ah, it needs to be on the back, yeah, of course, because it's going to be too big for the others. So I've sort of messed that one up. I think I'm going to swap this out while I can and put that one there, because that's where it'll fit best. No, somehow I've misjudged this one, the size of it. It's not going to close there. That's all right, I can fix this, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this a bit smaller now. This is why you watch these videos first, because then you can learn from my mistakes. So that should be okay, I think. Yeah, perfect. That's going to fit nicely now. So I'm just going to put glue on all of these sides here. I'm going to say that some of this is distraction due to the puppy, whose name is Ellie, by the way. She's just sitting here looking adorable, but she's very distracting. Okay. All right, so that's the second one. 1, 2, and we've got the belly band there, and I'll put this one back there again now. So the good thing about this glue is it doesn't quite stick until you really push it down. So we'll put it back here again. Make sure it's straight. There we go. So now I'm just going to press everything down. Make sure it's all stuck down. I got that one a little bit off center, so I'll just see if I can fix it before it's too late. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay. Right. It's coming together very nicely, I think. So there we go. So it's looking good. Now I want to find places for these two, because these were in the other one. And I think I might put that one there. I think that one's going to look good there. And then we're left with the last bus. But I don't really want to, I really love this design, so I don't like to put stuff over it. So I'm going to, and I love this with the people walking in the rain. It's so sweet. So what I might do is put the bus here and then put the round one here. And then that way we're not losing the great designs. So let's do that. So let's put the bus here. Right, so there we go. So bus is going on there. That looks really cute. And then this circle one, just got to make sure you got it the right way up so that you put the glue in the right spot. Otherwise you end up losing the pocket space. So there we go. And that's just going to go there, I think. Excellent. Okay, so what have we got? Let's have a look. And this is folded there. That's good. Okay. You may have to fiddle a little bit with the way that you fold them. Right, I'm pretty happy with this, and it hasn't taken that long really. So let's have a look. So we have 2 pockets in here. We've got one at the back. Well, let's start from the beginning actually, otherwise we're going to get confused, aren't we? Now what I haven't done is put the little dots on, so I'm going to put the little Velcro dots on. So these are just little Velcro dots. They came from Amazon. They're only a few dollars, so pretty good. And they're almost invisible, almost I say, because you can sort of see it, but not really. So I put the white one on the side that's got the most white. In this case, that's here. And then you just get the other half, which is the clear side, and you put it on top so that you don't miss where it is. There it is there. And then you fold it where you want it. Okay. And then press down. And then it should stick on the back. There we go. Oh dear, look, that was from the puppy. She she did manage to chew a little bit off. There we go. I'll fix it. Inking fixes everything, all these imperfections. Okay, so there we go. So I think we're pretty much done here. Let's just see how we go here. And we've got this bit. All right, so what do we think? Let's have a quick walkthrough and have a look through. Okay, so this was the original one, and I made this without the distraction of the puppy, so this one came out a lot better with a lot less flaws, let's say. It's very cute, very sweet. I think it looks great. So that's the original one. Now let's look at the second one. So here we go. So we've got a little belly band here. Put little tiny notes in, like this one. You could put in there. That's sweet, isn't it? Nice little coffee paper note. So this is just some coffee stained paper. And you can put it inside there if you wanted. And there's a pocket here. So let's find some of the things we can put in the pockets. So there's pocket there, pocket there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Was there a pocket there? I've forgotten where all the pockets are. 5. Okay. 6. And there's a second one there. 7. So that's a nice little secret, extra secret one. 8. So we have 8 pockets. So this is an 8 pocket folio using 1 A4 page and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of embellishments or ephemera. So that's pretty good, I thought. So there we have it. There's our 8 pocket folio that we made in less than half an hour, and it looks great. So that's how you can make your own little folio like this. As you can see, I think they're really cute. They're really sweet, and you can put secret pockets in there and keep information or whatever it is that you want to keep, or photos, using any paper that you want, really. I mean, I like this paper. It's got great designs. Sometimes there's a bit of a problem for me when I use the good paper, because I don't want to put pockets over that, but you can often, if you were willing to, you could have more pockets and more going on there. I just think they're like little works of art, so I just can't bring myself to do it, which is why this one doesn't have as many pockets as it could have, because I think that here it could have had extra pockets, and here as well, but I chose not to put any on. So there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed this quick video on how to make this cute little folio using some of the Vectoria design papers that I've used, or using your own papers that you have from anywhere else. Just 1 A4 sheet, that's all it took. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you will join me on the next video. And if you really enjoyed this one, please subscribe to my channel, because you'll be notified of any other new videos as they come out. Thank you. See you. Bye from me, and bye from little Ellie.